Boy, if you don't get...
My hater block is on.
It's gonna take some time to realize. But if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find.
Guess what? I'm yes!
You know that I told you I'll always be picking you up when you're down.
Welcome back. What's up with y'all?
What's goody? Just in case you didn't know, it's episode 6. And in case you didn't know, for real,
What's up?
Cypha Talk, little whore.
Cypha Talk, little heart. On this episode, this is a special episode. We have been waiting a long time to do this. We brought on a special guest, one of our personal friends from Georgia, but now representing Texas A&M on the baseball side.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Colin Linder, my
Mr.
boy.
Colin Linder. How
y'all?
are you doing?
Hey, it's a pleasure being on Cypha Talk. Love it.
We've been trying to do this. If y'all don't know, we've been trying to do this for
This has
like
been too long in the making, honestly. Like we've been trying to set this up for
Since we met you, honestly.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And Colin is one of the biggest supporters of this podcast, bro. I remember when we got to college the first Friday, we were still getting settled in and everything. Colin was like, "Where's Cypha Talk? Where are my episodes? I want them back." So it's huge to get him on. Huge to get him on to talk about all that's been going on, because I imagine life is crazy right now over there, huh?
Oh yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I mean, we talked about the past 3 weeks. I mean, 3 weeks ago we had moving week.
Yeah.
Where we had, I mean, how many people? 70,000 people.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I
in
could.
1
Yeah.
week. It's awful. I mean, I have traffic.
Did you move in there like early?
Yeah, so I've been here since July 1st. So I've been here solid 2-3 months at this point. We had summer lifting and then some summer classes, just trying to get used to the whole student athlete, or being a student before we're student athletes type deal, just being there, getting used to this school, knowing our way around this place, because it's tough to learn when there's 70,000 people and you've got 70,000 cars trying to get everywhere. There's a train blocking you from getting to classes, and you don't have any money for the VO bikes, which are the rentable scooters to get around, and it's a mess, dude.
College Station is a huge campus.
Very, very big.
It is, but it's a big campus.
Yeah.
It's the right size for about 50,000 people.
And
There
y'all got more than 50,000.
There's like 75,000 people here. It's like it's 73,625 ish, like around there, people at the school.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's huge.
Awesome. It's amazing. Like, it's the reason I came here.
Yeah.
100% is because of the type. This place has more history, more tradition, more everything than any other school I've ever looked at. Like, you want to talk about a great college baseball atmosphere, college football atmosphere.
Oh, college football.
Yeah, college football and College Station must be insane.
Dude, Kyle Field, you're in there, you are literally shaking. Like, there's no feeling like a packed game at Kyle Field. We had our official visit last November for the class of 2020, high school class 2022.
Yeah.
Our college grad class 26. Last November, it was the Auburn game, the second largest.
Oh God.
Second largest attendance in school.
Screw Auburn.
It was insane. 109,487 people at that game.
How do you know this by heart?
Yeah. Like what?
Because I looked it up one time, and I'm good with numbers. I don't know.
There's a nerd, by the way. If y'all
I am. Talking about Harry Potter, I could talk about that all day.
Yeah. So you played. So what I wanted to open it up with. You played at Lambert High School over in Georgia. Shout out Lambert. What positions did you play in high school?
So in high school, I pitched first and foremost, and then I was also a third baseman, first baseman, right fielder.
Got you. And what are you doing out there now? What did they got you doing?
So I originally came here as a pitcher and a corner infielder, but recently I've been moved to just pitcher, which, at first I thought I know I'm a pitcher. I knew I was a pitcher coming in, so I figured, all right, this is gonna be the case eventually anyway. So
what were you throwing before your injury?
I hit 97 in February, right before I got hurt, which really sucked. But it all worked out because now I'm at A&M and I'm loving every second of it. So I'm not mad that it happened. Obviously, at the moment, it sucked, and that did make me 100% have to forego the draft. Which, again, I was a high school kid. Now knowing what I know now compared to 5 months ago, 6 months ago,
Yeah.
I probably wasn't ready. Maturity wise, body wise, everything. I probably wasn't ready to be professional yet. And like that's the big thing that Coach Schloss has us doing here at A&M. Like the biggest question he wants us to ask anyone we meet, like whoever, what do you know now that you didn't know earlier? Like that's the biggest thing. That's what I know now is like I absolutely competitive wise, pitching wise, I was there. I think I could easily have competed. But I don't think overall I was ready to jump into that life yet. Now, maybe I would have surprised myself because college is different than being an adult in the real world and being a professional athlete. Like you're going to have different situations than most people. So I'm not truly 100% know about that, but I believe that this is probably the better spot for me to be anyway. Right now.
Now, what I was gonna add? Like, I was gonna ask you this probably like a few weeks ago, like when we were just talking, but I wanted to save it for the podcast, so it's like more authentic. What's the adjustment been like playing high school ball and now playing with grown ass men?
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Because you go from playing with 16, 17, 18-year-old kids to now playing with like 21-year-old men and all of this, like 20-year-olds. Like, what's it like?
Well, man, it's something. I mean, you just look at these guys.
Yeah.
I have guys on my team that are 24 years old. There's a 22-year-old freshman on this team.
22-year-old freshman?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Was this like coming from JUCO or something like that?
So he was hurt. He took a few gap years because he was hurt.
Gotcha.
So he's coming back from that and not really sure how it all worked, but now he's a freshman. He's 22 and he has a fiance and he's 22 years old
Good God.
Country?
This man is starting life.
It's some crazy shit, dude. Like it's not something I expected. Like obviously you expect, all right, there's gonna be some older guys because of this whole COVID stuff with 5th, 6th, 7th year, whatever guys.
Ability and all of that. Yeah.
You know, I still wasn't like truly expecting, well, shit, one of my teammates is going to have a fiance and be a 22-year-old freshman. One of them is going to be 24. Another one's going to look like he's 35. So, you know, it's really interesting. It's cool. Also, we've got a ton of transfers and learning about where they're from, like what they did at their old schools compared to here, like learning all about their experiences along with all the guys from A&M. It's really cool.
I was about to ask, how's y'all's team dynamic? Like, how do y'all come together collectively as a team and like bond and make sure that y'all are prepared in order to like be brothers on the field and playing with each other?
All right. So obviously we've only been around for 3 weeks or so, like everyone together, but we have been hanging out a bunch. Like we've been like, there's the baseball house. It's not truly the baseball house, but 4 or 5 guys live there on the team. So we've hung out there a bunch. We've done stuff together as a team. We're always at the field. I mean, it's skill hours right now. So realistically, we're only doing 30 minutes to an hour and a half of baseball stuff in a day.
Yeah.
But along with that, we're doing meetings and we've got stuff spread out all across the day to where I'm at the field realistically from like 11:30, 11:45 at the latest to around 6 or 7 each day, or 5 or 6 each day.
Yeah.
So I'm at the field 6 hours at a time. You're going to be hanging out with these guys in the locker room, just chilling. Like we hang out all the time. We know everybody at this point. So it's really been easy to start to mesh. Again, we've only been around each other for 3 or 4 weeks now. Us freshmen and a bunch of the older guys, they were around this summer, so we started to get to know each other a bunch. So overall, things have been meshing pretty well. It's just going to be, again, we're not where it needs to be. We're not where it's going to be because we've been around each other for such a small sample size. But I mean, the team, everything is focused on culture. We thrive off every team would thrive off a good culture. And the one thing that we do here that's different than most places is we start from the bottom. We start from building a culture, building that base with our team, and then working into now we're going to work on your fastball. We're going to work on this. We're going to work on that. We want to build a team before we build individual skills that help elevate our team.
Right.
even more,
Mhm.
you know?
Where you need to be.
Exactly. So that's where like this is so different than everywhere else here, because we have that built in. Like everything is about having the best culture, and we all love it. Every single one of us is loving it here.
And it seems like the culture is really like it's infectious almost, because like I've seen like your Snapchat stories.
Absolutely.
And speaking of stuff like that, speaking of culture and like all of that, I have a picture on my phone, Colin. I believe that's you in like a shirt. And then I also have a few videos actually that you sent to her. Our friend group from high school still has our group chat, and we're still active in that. And there's like a video of you like in a skirt and a blonde wig. I need you to explain to me. What the hell is that? What's going on?
What's going on with that?
So we're talking about culture here.
Right.
So this past weekend was Labor Day weekend, right? So every year with this coaching staff, we've done a Labor Day Olympics, Labor Day weekend team bonding thing. This year was at a place called the Traditions Golf Country Club. So we were there. There were 5 events. There was belly flop, shuffleboard, ping pong. There was putting, and then there was karaoke. So I, as a freshman and as probably one of the most talkative human beings in the program, was chosen. And I love doing stuff like this. I love to win. And
It's hilarious.
Yeah, I like to put on a show. So I wanted to put on a show. And I wasn't going to take no for an answer. So I was going to go out there and I was going to win that shit. So I as soon as they announced the whole Labor Day Olympics, I was like, all right, I'm going to be doing karaoke. I know it. Doesn't matter who my group is. They're going to give me karaoke. So I started thinking right away, how can I make my performance the best? So immediately I thought of, all right, what Taylor Swift song am I singing? Immediately Shake It Off. I'm like, all right, I'm going to sing Shake It Off.
Great choice.
Yeah,
Great choice.
It's an amazing karaoke song. It's just an amazing song in general. And it's T-Swizzle. Like, who doesn't love T-Swizzle? You know?
Yeah.
So
This is crazy.
So anyway, we get to that, and I'm just like, all right, I can sing it, I can perform it, but let's go all out. Let's show it.
You gotta make sure you.
We gotta make sure we win this. Yeah. So I went all out. I went to a thrift store. I got a skirt. I got the top. I went next door to the Halloween store and got the wig.
I could only imagine the clerk at the thrift store looking at your big ass.
No.
Like, what is this nigga doing?
Yeah, no, I just I actually helped. I actually asked them for help. I was like, look, I'm doing this and I don't know what's gonna be my size. I don't know what, like, I want to do this. This is what I'm doing. I want to look like Taylor Swift. This is what album I'm going for, blah, blah, blah. They helped me kind of find stuff that would fit in that mold. So they helped me out. So they knew what I was doing. So yeah. But we get to the performance, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I gotta make an entrance. So nobody knew I was doing this. Only the people on my team knew I was doing this.
Yeah, because I remember you texting us about it and telling us to stay tuned for that.
Yeah, no. So nobody on my team knew except for my teammates, for my group, my 5-man group.
Yeah.
And so they're like, all right, it's time for karaoke. I'm like, I gotta sprint to the bathroom. I brought my backpack. I get changed in the bathroom. I get my wig on. The wig got messed up. I was like, oh shit. So I had to quickly fix it because I forgot my comb. or my hairbrush.
My hairbrush.
I had a hairbrush, whatever.
Wow.
No, so I figured, you know what, whatever, try to fix it. It actually kind of made it a little better that the wig was a little bit messed up.
Yeah.
But so I get out there and all of a sudden it's just straight booing. They tried to boo me off the stage. I'm hyping it up. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Like,
Yeah, you gotta go confident in that joint, right?
I love it.
You gotta go confident. You gotta go in confident.
Of course.
That's Linda Bomb for you.
Linda Bomb.
And then they hit it. And then they hit the music and I started to perform. And when I tell you I dominated that shit. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And there, yeah. Never mind. Forget that. I thought I was thinking. But
We're about to say something out of pocket, Linda.
Yeah.
very. Anyway.
We can save it for the bloopers. We can save it for Big Black and Uncut. We're gonna talk about that soon.
Anyways, so I win that portion. And then my guy Chris Cortez on my team won the belly flop contest. So we're tied with one other team for the overall Labor Day Olympics championship. So to win the championship, it's a one-on-one karaoke off.
Oh, you had to do it again.
I did it again.
I didn't even know that part.
So I did a different song this time.
Yeah.
I went, this is me from Camp Rock. I did the whole karaoke.
Oh, no, that's a banger, though. That's a
Yeah,
banger.
that is a banger.
Yeah, I
That
did
is
the
a banger.
choreography. I did the like little hide my face thing, the whole turn around. And then when it came to this is real, this is me, I flipped around and I started to perform. And dude, it was so much fun. Like it was the most fun thing in the world. And all the guys, like they were clowning me. They're still clowning me for it. And you know what? It's gonna come up often and like whatever. I don't care because I won. And like as much shit as they want to give it,
You got
give
the
it to
bag.
me, I won.
Yeah.
I won the karaoke. Our team won the Labor Day Olympics, and it was the best. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
So Colin, I wanna get into something real quick.
All right.
So we have the Cypha Talk link. I mean, put up. And speaking of that, go on our Instagram. There's
Go on the link.
Go on the link and just ask. Ask us something.
Ask
He's a natural.
It's in the link tree, people. It's in the bio. Click on it.
So
Ask some questions.
So speaking of the Lindebaum name, someone wanted to ask, why did you get that nickname and has it carried to A&M?
Okay, so this nickname has been a thing for around a little over 2 years. So summer going into the junior year, every time I didn't really wear my AirPods much around baseball, but the days I pitched, I would always have my AirPods in during BP before the game, like just getting in that zone.
What are we listening to get you into the zone?
A lot of stuff. There's so much. I don't know what it was.
You can make a staple song that you always listen to.
Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, obviously.
No, okay. Let me look real quick. I think I listened to Blue Notes by Meek Mill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's got to be top 5 pregame. Top 5 pregame songs. So yeah, so I'm wearing the AirPods, and they start calling it. Oh, look, it's game time, people. It's the Linder Pods. So Linder Pods, and then they kept saying it faster and faster.
That's hilarious.
It became Linda Pods. Yeah. So two of my high school teammates were on my two of my child ball teammates were on my high school team my junior year. So I hit a bomb in practice. One of them yells out, "Linda Bomb," and then
that's hard.
It goes off. And so it stays at Linda Bomb for a little bit, and then it becomes Linda this, Linda that, like Linda Bump Day. That was what they started to call my days I pitched. They called my car the Linda Whip. So they kind of call me Linda everything. And recently it's just been Linda. But this nickname has kind of transformed over the past 2.5 years, 2 years. And it has stuck at A&M. I think I'm not really sure how it got passed on to A&M. I think between my Instagram when I posted a caption with Linda Bomb, and then I started to make a lot of my captions Linda everything. It was really fun. So they started to call me Linda Bomb, Linda this, Linda that. They called me Linda Swift a little bit now that my performance is over.
Yeah.
Call me a lot of things, but yeah, no, it's an awesome nickname. I love it. It's a really cool thing that I can hopefully continue to hear the rest of my life.
We got this episode LindaPod probably works.
Yeah, CyphaLindaPod.
CyphaLindaPod or something.
I like it.
All right, so we got another question up. So this is a question for all of us. But Linda, you can start. What is the greatest sports moment you've seen in your life?
Oh Lord.
Oh. All right. So look, I'm a huge Patriots fan.
Shut up.
And I will hold the whole 28-3 thing against y'all forever.
Shut up.
But
who's y'all? I'm not a Falcons fan.
I'm a Falcons fan.
I'm talking about the city of Atlanta. Everyone that listens to this podcast is from Atlanta. Not everyone.
No, we got listeners in Nigeria.
We have Nigeria listeners.
We're going to talk about our friends, the friends that listen to this. The majority of them are Atlanta sports fans. So 28-3 sucks for you guys. But I have to say the greatest sports moment I ever lived through, I ever saw, had to be Tiger's. I mean, I'm not sure if it's Tiger's recent Masters or his win at East Lake.
Yeah.
One of those two have to be the greatest moments I've seen golf. Like coming back after 10 years of not winning, and then just coming back and destroying the golf game again. Like that was unreal.
That's a good shout.
I know, bro. The Iron Bowl when Auburn won.
Oh, kick six.
That has to be.
That's top.
Top three.
That
has to be top
that's
three.
pretty high.
It's either that or when LeBron blocked Iguodala in the finals. Game 7.
That one doesn't do it for me. I don't know.
Linder's a LeBron hater, by the way.
No,
because we're gonna bring this up.
I don't like basketball.
LeBron got an extension the other day, a few weeks ago, and Colin tried to tell me that he wasn't worth the contract extension, and then told me how much he thinks he should be getting paid, and it was like on levels with like
a rookie contract.
In the NBA.
It's like a rookie contract.
He was like, "Oh, LeBron should be making like $9 million a year."
Okay,
Colin, who do you think? No,
hold on. To be fair, I wasn't aware of how stupid NBA contracts are because I don't watch that, and I don't think basketball players. I don't think it's that hard to play basketball. To be honest,
commercial on the Cypha Talk podcast today.
But I didn't realize how stupid NBA contracts were.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't watch basketball. I don't care about basketball. I just LeBron just cries a lot. That's
Colin's a LeBron hater. And if you ask me, I think the way he talks about LeBron is kind of racist. But
it is. I think so. I think A&M fits you.
I think he hates the black man winning. Yeah. That's what it is.
Then again,
that was Larry Bird. You wouldn't say anything.
Larry Bird, Larry Legend, the greatest basketball player of all time. John Stockton. Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's a black boy now.
Yeah, those are Colin's favorite basketball players. Kyle Korver, Tyler Hero. He loves them.
I think Colin started hating Jason Kidd the second he found out that he was part black.
Who's that?
A&M baseball. If you're watching this, we are joking. We don't think Linder is racist. Disclaimer. This is one of our best friends. We love him. He loves black people. I think. Yeah. There we go.
We were his first two black friends.
Definitely not. Definitely not. But
he's got to throw out the disclaimer. Definitely not.
Definitely two of my best friends.
For me, I'd say I'm gonna bring in a soccer moment because I obviously couldn't go like an episode without talking about soccer.
I haven't.
For me, no, it's not. For me, I would say, even though I despise Barcelona, I can't stand Barcelona. I would say their comeback against PSG. They came back. They were down probably 3 or 4-0 going into the second game, and then they scored 5 goals like back to back out of nowhere, in the last goal coming in like the 95th minute. And I remember watching that live with my dad, and that's one of the best moments I've seen. I pulled out soccer just to be different because obviously we don't have
Another one that's really, really underrated. I didn't get to see the 2004 World Series because obviously I was born 2004.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox won. But watching the Chicago Cubs win the World Series 2016, the first time in 106, I don't know, 106, 108 years.
Cubs World Series running.
That was unreal. That was just like a really cool, awesome sports moment. I don't think that tops in my mind. I don't think that tops the Patriots 28-3 comeback or the Tiger Woods comeback, but I think those three are probably top 3 I've seen in my life.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. So let's keep rolling on with the questions. We'll probably close it out with a few questions and all of that. What do you got on the chair?
All right, we got a couple more. We already went over this with the other Colin, and he said something blasphemous. But what are your thoughts on Cheesecake Factory?
Cheesecake Factory, it's fantastic.
Great question.
It's great.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying.
Last Colin we had on there, he said not only did he say Cheesecake Factory was overrated, he then went on to say that cheesecake is terrible.
Okay. So here's my thoughts. Cheesecake Factory is great.
The menu is huge.
It's overpriced. It's overpriced,
and the menu is huge.
but it's great.
Yeah.
I'm not a cheesecake person, so
Okay.
but I'm not a cheesecake person. But people that I know that do like cheesecake love the cheesecake there.
Right.
So I'm not gonna say it's bad there. I just am not a cheesecake person. So,
What's the go-to order when you go to Cheesecake Factory?
oh, it's
Menu.
gotta be fettuccine Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo there is top tier.
Bro, their bacon burger though.
Yeah.
I've never gotten a burger at Cheesecake Factory.
I've
Just-
never gotten a burger at Cheesecake Factory.
And their egg rolls,
It's
their
vibe.
cheeseburger egg rolls, bro.
Batman goes on a rant about Cheesecake Factory.
None like it. None like it.
While you pull up some more questions, Jaden, Colin, I wanted to ask you this before we get like on a tangent or we close out. I need at least one crazy story you've either experienced, seen, heard of, because College Station is a huge campus. There's always crazy stuff going on. What
All right.
one of the craziest things you've heard of?
Yeah, let's hear
So
it.
Or done.
we're gonna go with there's a couple. So third weekend I was here. We went out to Northgate, which is like the bar scene. I'm 18, so I can get in to a lot of these places are 18 and over. Maybe have to pay a cover, whatever. So I get at least get to go into these places, hang out with the guys, whether I'm able to do everything that 21-year-olds can.
Yeah.
It's whatever, but I'll get there when I get there. But anyways, we are upstairs at one of these bars, and the bunch of frat guys up there. All of a sudden, it may have been a 15-20 man brawl up on the top floor of a bar. It was unreal. Like when I'm talking full out brawl, I mean full out brawl. Bartender hopping onto the counter to hold a guy back in a choke.
I don't get paid enough.
There were probably 8 or 9 bouncers that just sprinted upstairs. If they were downstairs or there were guys up there, all breaking this up, blood all over the place. It was ridiculous. Like it was such a just a strange experience.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that to ever see that, but that was really, really, really interesting.
Did they all get kicked out?
What?
Did they all get kicked out? Like everybody involved in
Oh, if they weren't kicked out, they sprinted out before the cops came. So yes, they were all effectively kicked out. Another one of my teammates saw somebody get hit by a car while riding an electrical scooter.
How in the world?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. So in the parking lot of the baseball field, this guy, he's riding a scooter. He couldn't tell if he was paying attention or not. The driver was on his phone, and he's probably going 10 miles an hour in this little black, I think he said it's a BMW coupe, and scooter going, car just T-bones him. The person on the scooter, thank God he's okay, rolls up onto the hood, then onto the windshield and off the side of the hood. And then it's like laying there for a second.
Yeah.
This dude just he's like, it was an old man that hit the guy. He was on his phone. It was crazy hearing about this. Like, it was like ridiculous. And then another crazy one is one of my friends, not to be named, got arrested this weekend or this past week, for public intoxication.
Oh, nice.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
That's great.
He was in there for a while.
Being held,
he was held. I don't know what time he was picked up, but he was held until about 3:45 the next day.
Yeah.
So solid, probably 12 to 15 hours.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Alrighty.
And what was the end result of that?
He's okay now. I can't really go into full details, but yeah, he's all right now.
You got anything else, Jaden?
One more topic just to close off with. What are like types of college students that y'all see every day that just bewilder you?
I'll talk about this first because I'll close this out on this and then I'll let Linda say his final words on this. For me, there are so many NPCs here. There are so many people.
That's a really big NPC thing to say.
They can't be real people. There are people here that I see just with the gaming headphones around the neck at 2:00 in the afternoon, walking to math class. Why are you wearing gaming headphones right now? Who are you gaming with? Where are you? Like, why is this happening? I saw a guy with his whole PC setup, like holding the monitor in hand, mouse on his leg, like on a bench, like using his leg as a mouse pad earlier today.
That's when you go. That's how you know you go to a tech institute university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know something funny?
Huh.
I live in downtown Phoenix, and there's a anime and like comic convention here.
Jaded.
So like all of the QRSTUV plus community comes.
QRS?
But like no disrespect to them. Like they're cool. They're cool people, right? But like some of them pop out with like the wildest cosplays.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of furries out here and stuff like that. It's weird.
Oh gosh, it's like there's this one, I kid you not, comes out with pink hair and their entire face is pierced. The entire face. Like eyelids and everything.
Face?
Yes.
Eyelids?
Yes.
Jaden, quick question for you.
What?
Did you see the video on TikTok of the two larger women on ASU?
Yes, we did, and we do not claim that.
What happened?
Was the funniest video. The comment section
two sorority sisters from ASU who were plus size ended up crashing into each other like it was a Moen football game. Either way, that's all we have for today on this podcast, man. Go into the link, give us some money. You know,
please give us your money.
And go to the link tree and it's on the Cypha Talk bio. Hit up the questions. You got to give them more content because more questions, more content, and you want that content.
And we want your money for more content.
We want your money more than anything. We don't care about y'all. We want your money. This has been Cypha Talk.
I appreciate y'all having me. It's awesome. Love it. I'll gladly be on here anytime y'all want me.
For sure. Colin, you want to plug your Instagram real quick?
Oh yeah. My Instagram, it's CLinder_87.
CLinder87.
Hey man, this
follow
has been Cypha Talk.
on Instagram. Give us your money.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, Colin, we have a sponsor for today. This video is sponsored. Give us one of our sponsors for the day.
Yes, so Cypha Talk today, episode 6, is sponsored by Musically Gamed. Go hit up Musically Gamed. They're awesome. They sponsored this video. Thank you to them. They're awesome. We really appreciate it. I'm sure you guys appreciate it more than
We
I do.
appreciate it. We love it.
We get the money.
Make sure to use,
Money.
Make sure to use the code Cypha Talk for 15% off at checkout. And orders above $60 get you free shipping. This episode's also sponsored by Anchor. Shout out to Anchor if you need to
I got a
learn.
light. I got a light.
Well, we've moved on from Musically Game now, brother. I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
right.
You happy about that? That makes you happy?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
I got a
the
light, too.
episode is also sponsored by Anchor.
Taco Bell mild sauce.
What?
Taco Bell mild sauce.
Can I get my money in, please, sir? Can I get my money?
Also
ahead.
sponsored by Magnum.
We are not sponsored by Magnum, but Magnum, please sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Also, yo, please. This is one of my biggest goals for this podcast. Manscaped, please sponsor.
Please, bro.
Please, because I see
Your ball deodorant
Manscaped.
works. Your ball deodorant works.
Manscaped sponsors a lot of up and coming podcasts. Manscaped, I use your product. I loved your product. I got it right here. You see the balls right here? I love Manscaped. Please sponsor us. I want all the equipment I can get. I want to put on the Manscaped.
And while we at it, Fiji, bro. That's all I drink. Please.
Prime.
JJ, KSI.
JJ, please.
Sponsor us.
JJ, please.
Sponsor us.
Gosh,
Sponsor us.
please.
Please, your grape flavor is terrible though. But other than that, I love Prime. Please.
It's like battery acid.
But as I was saying, this episode is also sponsored by Anchor. You need to learn how to start a podcast. You need ways to get your equipment going, ways to record, ways to distribute your podcast. Anchor is the best way to do that. Go to anchor.fm, click the link there, and you can start a podcast for free, completely free of charge, distribute.
They literally let us two bozos start making money from making a podcast.
So go ahead and get at Anchor for your podcast needs. But other than that, we are all good. Linder, as always, appreciate you. We will see you very soon.
Follow me on IG. Follow my man's on IG. Follow Linda's on IG.
Good luck in the upcoming season. I expect big things out of y'all this year.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me on. Appreciate the support from all of Cypha Talk. Wanting you guys to produce more because I'm probably one of y'all's biggest fans. I listen to y'all's stuff all the time. It's the best, and I really appreciate it. So thank you for having me on.
It's Cypha Talk, little whore.
Love y'all. See y'all in the-
Bow.
So, bow.